Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news today, let's take a quick look outside our weather window and talk about a gorgeous day today. Was a little bit breezy at times out there with winds between about 10 and 15 miles an hour, but hardly a cloud in the sky all day today as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley. It's from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights, and just gorgeous today with temperatures mainly between 65 and 75. And talk about gorgeous. Look at that. Thursday, tomorrow, 72, 75 Friday, and we just keep going up. Look at this weekend. I hope you have outdoor plans this weekend. Saturday and Sunday in the upper 70s and lower 80s. We do cool back a little on Monday and then get right back to 70 degrees on Tuesday. We'll talk more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now here are a few of the stories that we're following for you tonight. At a press conference Tuesday, Chelan Douglas Health District Administrator Luke Davies talked about what it means for this area now that the use of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine has been suspended. 13th District State Representative Alex Ybarra saw one of his sponsored bills become law today. And kindergartners and first graders in the Eastmont School District returned on Tuesday to a very different kind of classroom. But first, our top story tonight. The owner of a popular East Wenatchee diner has pleaded guilty to a sexually motivated assault on a teenager who was formerly one of his employees. 60-year-old Henry William Graves, the owner of Larry's Drive-In, entered a plea Monday to fourth-degree assault with sexual motivation in Chelan County District Court. Investigators say starting in 2019, Graves made inappropriate sexual comments to a 17-year-old girl who worked at his diner. The girl ceased working at Larry's late that year, but in 2020, Graves began asking her for sexual contact and once kissed her on the lips without consent. With his plea, Graves received a suspended sentence that includes 10 days on home confinement. Judge Roy Four also ordered him to have no contact with girls under 18 unless there is a responsible adult present. Graves has owned Larry's Drive-In since 2018. At a press conference on Tuesday, Chelan Douglas Health District Administrator Luke Davies talked about what it means for this area now that the use of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine has been suspended.
First, I'm going to talk about the breaking news this morning. CDC and the FDA have placed a hold on Johnson & Johnson vaccine distribution. There have been 6.8 million Johnson & Johnson doses administered. 6 individuals appear to have developed blood clots within 3 weeks of receiving the Johnson & Johnson. It's not clear whether the cases are connected to it, and it appears to be very rare. The CDC and Department of Health will be convening immunization panels at the federal level and the state level to assess risk this week, and we'll monitor the situation and should know more later this week. While this appears to be very rare, less than 1 in a million, if you have received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, if you experience severe headaches, abdominal pain, leg pain, or shortness of breath within 3 weeks after vaccination, please contact your local health care provider. Currently, we have 3 providers and several pharmacies who have been providing Johnson & Johnson. And right now we're asking them to stop. And we have additional Moderna that Chelan Douglas Health District has received. And we'll be connecting with those providers to provide Moderna for those who had already scheduled this week. So it'll mean a little bit more logistics, but we should still be able to get people covered who have signed up. But we're estimating somewhere between about 1,000 to 1,500 Johnson & Johnson were delivered in the area. And we want to stress that this potential adverse event is very, very rare, and that it's important for people to be aware of it, but they shouldn't be worried or scared. All of the news we've heard from our different partners who have been providing Johnson & Johnson have shown that it has been very successful, and there's been very limited adverse events so far. And we'll have more information on the national picture in the coming weeks.
13th District State Representative Alex Ybarra saw one of his sponsored bills become law today. Governor Jay Inslee signed House Bill 1378, which allows medical assistants to be supervised by doctors and other medical professionals remotely rather than in person during a medical visit. Ybarra, who represents Quincy and the Columbia Basin, says the change will help expand medical service in rural areas of eastern Washington, such as health appointments for farm workers. Well, kindergartners and first graders in the Eastmont School District returned on Tuesday to a very different kind of classroom. The students with the Eastmont Virtual Academy held in-person learning for the first time during this pandemic for students whose families opted in to small group instruction. EVA hopes to scale up the in-person option for students all the way through 7th grade. A second cohort of young Eastmont learners was scheduled to start classroom education today. Well, coming up next, with wind conditions favorable today, the Forest Service resumed its aggressive prescribed burning with a 330 to 400 acre burn near the summit of Blewett Pass among the targets. This week, a county contractor will be repairing damaged guardrails in 3 locations near Plain and Leavenworth. And a Chelan County volunteer search and rescue team recently received a special and delicious visit from the Soup Ladies. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Your search for quality patio furniture with excellent customer service is over. Blue Lagoon is proud to offer only the finest outdoor furniture and accessories from some of the most renowned manufacturers in the industry. Our showroom showcases a large selection of in-stock furniture, fire pits, umbrellas, cushions, and outdoor accessories. Our in-house outdoor decor specialist is available to help you design and custom order the perfect furniture for your unique space.
It's the huge grand opening of Click It RV in Moses Lake. Click It RV and the RV manufacturers have joined together to offer huge incentives and savings.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Everything is coming up zero, with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, 0 worries, lifetime warranty, and 0 for a solar panel with any RV purchase. It's a 000 grand opening going on now at Click It RV in Moses Lake. And get into Click It RV for parts, service, new and used during this huge grand opening sale.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
Hi, this is Brian Snyder with BlackRock Asphalt Services here in Wenatchee, your local BlackRock seal coat company. Have you looked at your driveway or parking lot lately? Is it gray and oxidized? Does it have cracks that have not been taken care of? Or do you have striping that is pretty much non-existent? Please give us a call locally here, 509-665-9769. Learn more at blackrockasphaltsealcoating.com.
Welcome back. In another news, wind conditions fairly favorable today. The Forest Service resumed its aggressive prescribed burning with a 330 to 400 acre burn near the summit of Blewett Pass among the areas targeted. The Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest said the smoke from the burn may be visible in the Blewett Pass area for several days, and reader boards are up on Highway 97 letting motorists know what's going on. On Monday, crews burned about 344 acres on Forest Mountain, about 11 miles west of Chelan, and last week there were burns in the Plain and Ardenvore areas. Well, this week, a county contractor will be repairing damaged guardrail in 3 locations near Plain and Leavenworth. Tomorrow, crews will be replacing guardrails on Chumstick Highway above Timber Ridge Canyon Road. That'll be from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. When the contractor is working, the roadway in the work area will be at 1 lane with flaggers directing traffic. Plan for up to 15-minute delays or use alternate routes if you can. The public is asked to drive slowly through the work area and watch for crews at work. Contractors replaced guardrails earlier today on Chihuahua Loop Road above Shugart Flats Road. That was in the morning, and then on Chumstick Highway near Clark Canyon Road yesterday afternoon. Well, a Chelan County volunteer search and rescue team recently received a special and delicious visit from the Soup Ladies. The Soup Ladies are a nonprofit group out of Buckley, Washington that travels the country providing meals for first responders. Search and Rescue said one of their volunteer teams had just returned from a mission involving a significant amount of bushwhacking and post-holing when they were served taco and chicken noodle soups along with a variety of side dishes. Search and Rescue said, quote, "There's no better reward after a full day in the field than soup from the soup ladies," unquote. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in North Central Washington since 1998. Mary Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Mary Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Mary Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today.
As our students return to learn, the need is great for all positions in the Wenatchee School District. Can you see yourself in these hallways? Or helping support students? Maybe you're an excellent office administrator or educator, or you have a love of sports. The Wenatchee School District is now hiring all levels of positions. You can make the difference in the life of a student and in your own life. Apply now at wenatcheeschools.org.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Tomorrow is the day COVID-19 vaccines become available to everyone in the state of Washington. Moderna doses are approved for those 18 and up, while Pfizer vaccines, like those administered at the Town Toyota Center mass vaccination site, can be given to anyone 16 and older. In tonight's feature story, Dr. Umer Shah, the state secretary of health, says the hours at those vaccine sites are expanding as well.
All four of our Department of Health supported mass vac sites are now going to be open at least 2 evenings a week until 8 p.m. Our FEMA-supported Yakima mass vac site is now open 7 days a week until 7 p.m. and starting April 25th will be extended all 7 days to 8 p.m. So we know that it's not just about vaccine hesitancy, it's also about vaccine access. And when many of our team members met with Governor Inslee and we visited the Yakima site last week, what we really learned was that the hours were a potential barrier for many in our community. And we want to not just encourage that happening at the mass vac sites that the state of Washington is operating, but we want to make sure to encourage that of our vaccine operators, those who are operating clinics throughout the state of Washington, so that they are providing access on weekends, they're providing access into the evening hours.
We recently hit another milestone, administering 4 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine in Washington. We're vaccinating more than 57,000 people on average every single day. And our 4 state-led mass vaccination sites continue to do great work. Since opening January 26, they've given out more than 200,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine. And in fact, I heard that yesterday at our Clark County mass vaccination site, we gave out over 2,000 doses of vaccine in one day, including a final 800 of those doses happening in the later hours with the expansion to 8 p.m. So really thrilled to see that progress and to help make it easy for people to be vaccinated.
All All right, time now to take a look at our absolutely beautiful north central Washington weather forecast as we creep now into the middle of April. And what a day today for our midweek. Just beautiful out there with clear blue skies. We did see some breezy conditions at times, about 10 to 15 miles an hour with some stronger gusts, but they were short gusts and really not bad. Just a breeze out there. Beautiful shot from our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. Not a cloud in the sky. Get used to that trend because we're not going to see any for about 4 or 5 days. Today's high temperature, how about that? Unofficially 69 degrees, 62 is where we should be for this time of year. That's now our warmest day so far in 2021. We started off at 36, 40 is our normal low. Record high 83 degrees. That was in 1988. Record low 31 in 1982. Sunrise 6:13. Sun will set for us tonight at about 10 minutes to 8. So we're getting some more daylight out there, aren't we? As we check on what our forecast will be as we move into our Thursday, folks, the temperature is going to go up about 3 degrees each day or a little bit more as we get into Sunday. Check out these readings tomorrow. 73 Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. 72 here in the Wenatchee area. Any added 72. How about a trip to Lake Wenatchee tomorrow at 66 degrees. Lake Chelan, pretty darn nice too, at 73. Tonight we can expect mostly clear skies. We'll see light winds out there. Here's the top of our high pressure ridge, and that means all of that warm southerly air moves up north, and that's why we're seeing these warmer temperatures. It is going to be clear tonight and sunshine for your Thursday, as we just mentioned. Good news about Thursday too, less wind than what we saw today. High temperatures tomorrow, as we showed you, mainly in the lower 70s around our area. As we end our work week on Friday, still that nice ridge up and over the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to bring us sunny skies and even warmer temperatures. Friday's highs are going to creep into the middle 70s for most of our viewing area. And then as we get into Saturday, boy, as I mentioned earlier, hope you can get outside. Sunny and unseasonably warm on Saturday. These are 80s. We will see upper 70s Saturday, but look what happens on Sunday. This is an 80-degree color. That's orange, and that's going to move over our area as well. We'll see temperatures on Sunday in the lower 80s, and then this little area of low pressure moves down, and that's going to shift our airflow back to the northwest. So we're going to see much cooler temperatures, but still temperatures above normal. We're talking upper 60s, and then for Tuesday, mostly sunny skies with temperatures, gotta love it, right around 70 degrees. Let's recap now on that 7-day forecast, and I think you're gonna love that too. 42 tonight, 72 tomorrow. We're gonna warm up with sunny skies right through our 7-day forecast. 78 to kick off our weekend Saturday, 81 on Sunday, 68 we mentioned, a little bit cooler then, and then all the way back up to 70 on Tuesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön. And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. Wenatchee was able to stave off a frenetic Eastmont attack early on and beat the Wildcats of boys soccer last night. 2-0 the final. Julian Reyes scored just before half to give the Panthers a 1-0 lead at the break. Pierre Vega added an insurance goal in the 73rd minute. Wenatchee even the overall series between the two teams at 24 apiece. I was alongside Matt Wisen with a call here on the NCWLIFE channel. Far side for Wenatchee. Centering shots. Goes over Weisen's head. They'll try to collect it on the weak side. And a shot taken by Pierre Vega. But right there is Armando Mendoza for Eastmont. Nice job skying through the air, coming up with the ball. Wenatchee again heads up opportunity. Weisen bracketed by 3 players, but just shows the speed as he gets past everybody. Now trying to set himself up. He'll dribble it past, and oh my! Some help from the defense coming back, and now a punt back the other way. Look out, here comes Leon. A one-on-one. The defender falls down. He chips it up in the air, and it's still alive, and then finally dropping back to his hind end, coming up with the ball was Luis Mendoza. Disappearing here at Wildcat Stadium. Beautiful move here, and then a chip across, and then kick away, ball loose out in front. It's still live. 15 yards outside of the goal mouth. The chip ahead, and a header touched by Eastmont, and right there. Nice job for Wenatchee by Mendoza again. Wenatchee still on the attack here, as they'll again center it in the back of the goal. It goes, and a goal for Wenatchee, as it was off the right foot of Julian Reyes. I don't know if anybody touched it right in front of the goal mouth, but it just sailed over the head of Mendoza into the back corner of the net, and it's 1-0 Panthers.
Beautiful shot. Just could not, Armando, I mean, as long as his arms are, just could not reach that top corner, and that was fantastic shot. A little opportunistic from that angle, but it worked. Some players in the middle really causes lots of energy.
Weisen with the quick, and we will. Oh, 2 Wildcats are there. Weisen collects it loose, though, and the Wildcats are able to defend. Corner kick here for the Panthers. Left foot from the right corner, and on the back porch right there for the goal is Wenatchee. As coming up with it is Pierre Vega. And that will be it. Speaking of, we will head down to the field, as this one is now in the books, where the Wenatchee Panthers have won 3 straight over their Cross River rivals, knocking off the Eastmont Wildcats by a final of 2-0.
We were all kind of nervous because we know how much talent these guys have. So, I mean, we came out here and we put a good game for them.
Talk about that goal right before the end of the half. You were outside on the right side there, and we didn't know if you were going to have the angle or not, but you sure did. Tell me about that goal for you.
Yeah, well, you know, I got the ball. There was a lot of space in front of me, so, you know, nothing to do other than take the shot.
It seemed like you guys had momentum at that point. There was a whistle at halftime. It looked like you guys maybe were ready to score again. What did Coach Johnson tell you guys at half?
You know, just keep going, you know, everything is in the mid, so we just need to control the mid, and if the mid is controlled, then I guess the game is over.
Quite the match last night. Wenatchee improved to 2-0 with a win, while Eastmont dropped to 1-1. Also last night, Moses Lake posted a 2-1 win over Royal. Cascade and Ephrata played to a 1-1 tie. Cashmere doubled up Quincy 2-1. Chelan blasted Omak 10-0, and Walouk walloped Brewster 10-1. Prep baseball got underway yesterday as well. Moses Lake traveled to Eastmont and came away with a 10-7 victory, as high scoring would be the theme for the day. Wenatchee beat Chelan 13-7. Okanagan covered Cascade 15-8. And it was Quincy over Omak 16-3. And at a battle of baseball powerhouses, Ephrata edged Brewster 6-4. Also in softball on Tuesday, we had some more action. Moses Lake dispatched Wenatchee 12-3. Cashmere got by Omak 5-1. Quincy exploded for 26 runs in a lopsided win over Chelan. And Okanagan beat Brewster 16-7. There are a couple of more games on tap today. Cascade playing at Walouk, while Eastmont is on the road at Ephrata. Also prep tennis today. Quincy hosting Eastmont, while Wenatchee on the road at Chelan for some tennis action. Well, the Mariners split a doubleheader at Baltimore Tuesday, winning the first game at extra innings by a final of 4-3. The new rules for baseball implemented last year reduced the doubleheaders to 7 innings each. Seattle gave up a run in the bottom of the 7th to force an extra inning, where Kyle Seager came through with a game winner once again for the Mariners.
Clobbered out towards center field. Mullen's picking up speed off the wall. This is bringing Haniger into third, making the turn. Mitch Haniger scoring easily. Kyle Seager coming through again, this time in the 8th. And he puts the Mariners in front 4-3. And stay hot. Here you go, breaking ball. It's going to be middle. McDelivery Supermo. Kyle. His head right on it as he barrels it up. Thought he hit it out of the ballpark, hit towards the top of the fence.
Ian Goldschmidt and Mike Blauer is on the call on Root Sports. Manager Scott Service says it's always nice to post a win in a shortened game like that.
Siegs with a huge double off a very good left-handed reliever. So, Scott's got great stuff. Siegs hung in there on the key to slider and big hit in this ball game. So, these 7-inning games, they go by quick. You look up and then all of a sudden it changes, snap your fingers and it's a different type of ball game. But nice win. Hopefully carried over and be nice to get 2 today.
Unfortunately, Seattle would not be able to sweep the doubleheader as Casey Sadler gave up a walk and an error in the bottom of the 7th inning after getting the first 2 outs. Then Baltimore came through with the game winner.
Barreled up, out to right field. How about this, Sam Haggerty? Utah Street incoming. We are tied. Exit velo of 106, 409 feet. Haggerty gets the count in his favor. As you mentioned, takes a couple of close pitches. Gets to a 3-1 count and gives it a ride.
Sorry about that. That was the top of the 7th to force it to go to the bottom of the 7th, where then Baltimore was able to walk it off.
This will be his 6th pitch. Up the middle and through. Ramon Urias scores Rio Ruiz. The Orioles win their first home game in 2021 in walk-off style.
So 7-6, the final 2 teams playing again. Justin Dunn on the mound today against Matt Harvey. Seattle didn't lose any ground in the American League West on Tuesday. Oakland scored 6 runs over the final 3 innings to come from behind to beat Arizona on the road 7-5. Jed Lowry had the big hit with a 3-run homer in the 7th. Nick Solak and Charlie Culberson each drove in 3 runs as Texas topped Tampa Bay 8-3. Wilson Ramos hit 2 of Detroit's 5 home runs in an 8-2 win at Houston. And Shohei Ohtani had 3 hits, including a home run, but not enough. The Angels fall to Kansas City 3-2. Let's look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
And thanks a bunch, Eric. And now let's check in with our friend Dan Coons for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Now that we have safely arrived in Phase 3 and we're going to be sticking around in Phase 3 for a few more weeks anyway, we thought we'd catch up with Linda, find out what the latest happenings is in beautiful downtown Wenatchee. We'll have that for you on Thursday morning, plus the results of the Mariners and the Orioles, and everything else you need to start your Thursday. And if Grant's weather forecast holds true, going to be a gorgeous day tomorrow. Can't wait to see you live and local, 7 a.m. from Studio 9 right here in downtown Wenatchee for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
Wenatchee Powersports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft, ATVs, and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles, and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Powersports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Nice fish. Yeah, that's a beauty. We'll take that one. Whew. Oh boy, that hillside is steep. Ooh. Ooh.
Work Sharp presents the Northwest Outdoorsman.
Watch for new episodes of the Northwest Outdoorsman on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.